Child, I knew good and damn well that peroxide bleached head behind little boy was not the killer. Like, and y'all, when I tell y'all, I bust out laughing at the villain origin story. So apparently, Alicia's mom would force her to read and write. And if she stopped, the mom would beat her. Okay, like, y'all, is it just me? This feels so comical. This is the dumbest, like, a horror origin story. Wait, okay, so you had to read and write, and that turned you evil? He walking through this hallway, and I swear to God, there could have been signs plastered in the hallway saying, "This way to trap," and Nando would have still went to the damn trap. This was so stupid. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be reviewing and recapping the new Netflix slasher Killer Book Club. If you are not familiar, then that means your life is currently going better than mine. No, but if you are not familiar, Killer Book Club is a slasher about a group of college friends who are in this book club and then become stalked by a masked killer. Y'all, I love a slasher. I love horror. If you're familiar with my channel, you already know I'm a huge horror girl. Ever since I was a little kid, my number one favorite genre. I have no problem with a generic slasher. None. It can be enjoyable. Y'all, this has got to be the most forgettable movie I have ever seen in my entire life. I watched this on Saturday. This is Tuesday. And I also rewatched it just now. Just this morning, I rewatched it. And I'm having a hard time remembering much of anything. It's so forgettable. It's so lackluster. Y'all, I feel like Netflix is raising their prices and lowering the quality, because what the hell did I just watch? Now, I feel like this has been a weird year for movies. Not much has really blown me away this year, but I feel like the movies in 2023 are really trying to outdo themselves on which is the worst. Now, I just saw the movie Quicksand and literally felt like that was the dumbest movie I've ever seen in my life. The most terrible movie I have ever seen in my life. And then, to show that movie up, we get Killer Book Club, which I feel like is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. So let's get right into the recap of the movie, and then I will give you guys my thoughts once we get to the end. Now, the movie opens up, right, with an intro scene that honestly, it's kind of nonsensical, but it's not terrible. Like, we start the movie off with this opening scene, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Like I said, I'm fine with the generic slasher. It opens up, and we have this young lady pouring gasoline all over the room. There are pages out of books, like, just thrown around the floor. She's pouring gasoline around. Child, this don't make no sense. We're in one room, okay? The girl is pouring gasoline, and like 7 feet away is her mom putting books up on the shelf. You didn't know this girl was pouring gasoline all over the place? Like, she is literally, and for context, at the moment the movie opens, we don't know this is a mom and daughter. So you just see a girl pouring gasoline all over the place, and then another woman putting books up on the shelf. Then the girl comes over to the lady who putting books up on the shelf. She has to walk like 7 feet. The lady acts shocked when she turns around and sees the girl right there with the gasoline. The girl pours gasoline all over the lady, okay? So the girl walks back, like, away from the lady who's putting books up on the shelf. The lady starts walking towards the girl. She trips and falls, and the girl is holding up this book that she done lit on fire and is about to burn the room up. And the lady laying on the ground just like, no. And it's a Spanish language film, so you have to read it. And I'm sitting here like, do you have no, like, natural instinct to survive? First of all, you are in the room as the girl is pouring gasoline all over the place. I don't know what the hell you thought she was doing. We are literally just in this one room. And then the girl does not do anything to the lady to prevent her from being able to run. She just splashes you with gasoline. You trip and fall. Again, not hurt to where it's like debilitating and you can't run. The lady just lays there on the ground saying, no, don't do it. And the girl drops the book and just lights the lady up on fire. Look, overall, it's fine. The scene is fine. But the actions of the characters make no damn sense. Come on now, child. The movie opened, but honestly, I had hope. The movie opened, I felt like, why the lady just let her burn her to death? But really, I was like, this is fine. This is fine. I'm not going to ask too many questions. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy an hour and a half of just, brainless entertainment. Like, that's fine. So then the movie goes to introduce us to our main character and her group of friends. Personally, I don't like how this scene is done. The music, the names that pop up on the screen, it feels very generic. It feels very lame. I wasn't into it. We got the most lackluster, dumb introductions of the characters, and then their name pop up. I wasn't feeling it. That's just me personally. I did not like the style of how they did this. It just did not work for me. But anyway, everybody gets together for this book club meeting, right? And we basically have a group of college friends. The most cardboard cutout, obnoxious characters you could ever think of. I do not care about none of the characters. None. Not one. There is literally not one character in the entire movie that I give two craps about. But the one that takes the cake is, so basically this movie is pretty much a bargain brand version, a bargain brand ripoff of Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Urban Legend. Okay, once we get to the end of the movie, I'm like, okay, yeah, now y'all done took from Urban Legend. It truly feels like the writer did not have an original thought in their entire mind, which honestly, I am perfectly fine with you giving me a movie that is unoriginal. I truly am. But make it fun, make it entertaining, like give me something that is going to pull me into the movie. If you're not giving me originality, you need to give me some other ish. Give me some fun characters. Give me some like hip, like good dialogue. Give me something I can latch on to. Give me a final girl that I can kind of root for and be engaged. Like, give me something. The movie really ain't give me nothing. So the two characters that irked me, honestly, most of the characters are just completely forgettable. Like, they truly just fade into the background. And that's also why I say the movie is forgettable. I can honestly hardly remember anything anybody said, child. Anything they did, like, it's so forgettable. So the two characters that irked me the most is the main character, Angela. Oh, y'all, I hated this girl. Like, literal. I didn't just not like her. I didn't just not care. I hated this girl. I couldn't stand her haircut. I couldn't stand her acting. Nobody could act. I'm sorry. All the acting was pretty bad. I just couldn't stand this girl. I couldn't stand her. Do something with the girl hair. Like, I just don't like this girl. I'm so sorry. So the other one that annoyed me is we have the Ryan Felipe knockoff bargain brand, Walmart brand character that he played in I Know What You Did Last Summer. We have him in the movie. He is so annoying, not intimidating or scary in the slightest. He's a little toothpick that you're like, who the hell is letting you intimidate them? Like, who could possibly be scared of you? Y'all, it was so bad. It was worse than The Weeknd playing Tetris in that TV show, acting like he's intimidating. Like, I did not buy this kid in the role he was trying to play at all. And it was so over the top, so overdone. It did not fit. Like, no. But those were the two that just irked me the most. Everybody else, honestly, not that bad. They just forgettable. There's just nothing. They're lackluster. So we're in this book club. And right off the bat, we have this kind of contentious relationship between Angela's boyfriend, Nando, I think that's how you say his name, and her other friend Sebastian, who is obviously madly in love with her, got a crush on her, obsessed with her. And they have this little contentious relationship. And even though Nando does not go to the school, he's able to be in this little book club. He's the only person that doesn't go to the school, child. He works at a bar. Whatever the hell. Now, I always like to say something nice about whatever I'm covering. I don't want to just trash it. The one nice thing I can say is I do like the literary aspect of the story. I felt like that was a way to do something different. Even though we have other movies kind of like that. But anyway, I did like the literary aspect, especially as somebody who grew up a huge book nerd, love to read. I like that part. I like us being in the book club. I like us having they weren't very good literary conversations, but I like that we put that in there, child. I'm trying to say something nice. But we're in this book club, and the current book that we are reading is some killer clown book, right? And we're having a discussion about it. And y'all, this was so weird. So Angela is talking to her boyfriend, right? And he's upset about the Sebastian character and his girlfriend. Next thing we know, Angela is walking along with the Sebastian character. And I'm just like, that was a weird transition. Where's the boyfriend? Like, how we got from point A to point B? Literally in one scene, we had the book club. We're talking with only Angela and her boyfriend. He's talking about how he doesn't like the Sebastian friend, how he's in love with Angela. Then next thing we know, it's just Angela and Sebastian alone. And I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Y'all, it was so many moments in the movie where I feel like it was just such weird transitions. I didn't know what the hell they were doing. I don't look, I don't edit movies. What the hell do I know? But it felt odd and very off to me. Now, we end up having it where a lot of us are in like this same literary class. We all want to be writers. And we have this professor, right? Now, Angela wants to be a writer, and she comes up with this little thing she writes, and she wants to send it to her professor. She pins together this email, but she deletes it. She does not send the email. Now, the professor ends up wanting to see Angela after class, and he says, I got your email. And Angela is confused, like, oh, I thought I deleted that. Yo, there is no confusion. If I god dang delete an email and not send it, I know it wasn't sent. I know I didn't, whatever the hell, like, we can't ask too many questions with this movie. So they're having a conversation. He's saying how he got her email. He's surprised, and she's like, oh, I thought I deleted that, but okay, you got it. Woohoo. So he has her go to his office with him. Baby. She's in the office with the professor. He locks the door. A loud ass lock. And she just sitting there. And I'm sitting like, baby, you ain't hear him lock the door? Like the lock was loud. So, baby, the professor pours him a drink of alcohol. He's loosening his tie. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, alarm bell should be, nothing about this is sitting right. So she's talking about her story, and he don't know what the hell she's talking about. And he talking about how he done separated from his wife. His wife left him or something. He leans in close to her about he really like her, and talking about her wanting to be a writer. This is great. They can spend some time together. And baby, the way I would have jumped out the chair so fast, like, do not talk close to me. Do not loosen your tie. Do not lean in. Like, nothing about this scene was right. So she goes to get up. She tries to leave, but the door is locked. She asks him to unlock the door. He is just being stereotypical, just, jerk. The R word. He like put his hands on her face, talking close to her face. Baby, your hands ain't finna be on my face. But, she's just a very typical, like, demure, mild-mannered, soft-spoken lead girl. So the professor goes to rub up on her, kiss her, push her against the wall, and she kicks him in the groin and runs to the door, telling him to unlock the door. And he threatens her that she better not tell nobody, but he lets the girl out. One thing that never made any sense to me is, why was she never questioning whatever email the professor was talking about? He says different things about the email, and I'm like, are you not listening to what the hell he's saying? And you talking about your story? He don't even know what you're talking about. And it is very easy to go back to your computer and see, I know I deleted that email. You can go and look at your sent box. Like, why did she never question what the hell the professor was talking about? So, ding, for the audience, you know, somebody sent him an email where she was obviously coming on to the professor. That is so obvious. But for some reason, the girl that's in college ain't got the brain cells to think about, hey, who the hell sent him an email? Like, what email is he possibly talking about? But whatever the hell. Now, oh, and I forgot to say, her boyfriend gifts her with this like fancy pen in a pen box, like one of those old school pens, which is going to come into play later, but it was very nonsensical for me. Like, writers these days, I'm pretty sure, are typing their stories, not physically taking a pen and write. I just didn't, like, why the hell you gave her a pen? What young person got a, well, okay, whatever the hell. So Angela is back at her dorm with her friends, her boyfriend. They're comforting her. And what we decide to do is take this clown prank and pull it on the professor. We're going to dress in these clown outfits and masks, chase the professor around, give him a good scare for what he did to our friend Angela. Y'all, the professor is in his office drinking alcohol. One of the friends in the clown mask comes into the room like he about to attack the professor. The professor runs. Professor running through the halls, keep running into all the friends in the clown mask, right? And Angela is up at the top at this like balcony type of area, and she's the last person that the professor's going to run into, right? First of all, we're finna pull a prank. Why do I not start off with my mask on? She doesn't have the mask on. She's just holding the mask. She's just standing here. You could damn hear the professor scream, and she just standing here with her damn mask in her hand. That irked the freaking heck out of me. So the professor running through, all of a sudden one of the friends in the clown mask pops him in the face, and he is gushing blood. So now you can still hear him screaming and getting closer. So Angela now is trying to put her mask on. And I ain't never seen somebody have such a hard time just putting a damn mask on a goddamn, you just gotta take it, stick your head and put it on your head. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This irked me so bad. Because first of all, why was the mask not just on? Do you think all the other friends in their corridors waited till the professor was coming to put their mask on? Or did we start the prank off with the goddamn mask on our face? So anyway, the girl ain't got the mask on. Professor's starting to come. Can hear him yelling. She's trying to get the mask on. For some reason, it's just so goddamn difficult for her to put a mask on her face. So the professor comes around the corner, runs into her. She ain't got the mask on her head, but he got blood gushing. He's startled. She's startled. He falls over the balcony and dies. That's the best we could do to set up a prank gone awry and kill the professor, was to have this dumbass girl fumbling with the mask. And that's the catalyst for how he gets killed in this prank? Really? That's the best we could do. Get the hell out of here. Y'all, this was so stupid. Oh, and I forgot to say that before we start the prank, the friend that works in the school library is supposed to make sure the library is empty. How is it hard in any way to look in the library and see if people are not in there? But apparently it's very difficult, because once we start about to pop the prank off, One of the friends, this girl we know is in the library. Whatever the hell. So the fake ass Ryan Felipe character from I Know What You Did Last Summer is all, being tough guy. Oh, you wondering why we dress like this, huh? No, you gonna be a part of it. Y'all, it was so lame. I was just like, if he would have said that, nigga, if you don't get out my face, like, I could give a shit why y'all dressed up. Peace out. I'm chucking it. Like, who are you talking to? He was so freaking lame, y'all. But anyway, so we got the extra girl that's not part of the whole thing. Now, after everything goes awry, we all are going into how we can't say nothing. And of course, Angela is the Jennifer Love Hewitt character. We gotta call the cops, guys. But nobody else is on board with calling the cops. Everybody is like, you know what? Didn't he just get divorced? People are thinking it's a suicide, etc., etc., etc. So we go to this little area, and we all are gonna burn our clown mask costume, whatever the hell. And y'all, this was so lame. But this fake ass Ryan Felipe character, they also include a scene of him like hitting a little boxing bag, just like the Ryan Felipe character. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. Get the hell out of here. So the next day, we're in class and we looking at stuff online where it's talking about the professor getting killed. And Angela's friend Sebastian is like, have you, seen the news? They think it's a suicide. Why the hell would you? He says this in a crowded classroom, y'all. And I'm just like, why you wait till we in class? And there's a shot where you see a certain angle when he's talking to Angela, and there's literally a person sitting in the row right behind her. Baby, I think he can hear you. It just didn't make any sense. All the moments we were talking about this loud as hell with people around, but nobody knew about the secret that we was loudly always talking about. But anyway, so we end up where we get this thread in the movie where someone is writing a story, okay? And the story is about what we did to the professor and all of us getting killed. And they send us one chapter at a time, which ideally could have worked, but did not work for me. So we get the first chapter about how we all killed the professor and we hiding it. So I Know What You Did Last Summer. And we have a scene where we all turn on each other. We all turn on each other, suspect each other, but it was so lame. There was no real build up for it because and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Sarah Michelle Gellar, she gets her hair chopped off. Old boy gets a body in his trunk. Like, we have a series of things that happen, right? In this movie, somebody write a damn story, and then we all just turning on each other, and I'm just like, baby, is y'all friends or not? Because nothing even has happened yet. No inch has really gone down. And it's also the acting and the dialogue that just didn't do it for me with this scene. It just felt so, it just did not work for me. Everybody going around putting the blame on each other. So the jerk guy goes to say that this one girl is the killer, right? And he's like, who just unmasked the clown? So very obviously, the first person y'all suspect is going to be the first one to get killed, and she is. And I didn't like how they did this. So like I said, we keep getting separate chapters of this story. And we get the chapter about this first friend getting killed. Now, it's Angela. As Angela is reading the story, we're seeing the friend get killed. I didn't like that. I was not a fan of that in the slightest. It did not work for me. But also, I just felt like the kill scenes, chase scenes, you knew it was coming. There was no suspenseful build up for me personally. I I wasn't a fan of, okay, so the scene happens, we're reading the story, old girl is trying to get out of town, she's at a bus stop, the clown pops up. Now, she ends up running to like an abandoned building, abandoned area. Baby, we at a bus stop. Which way is town? Why am I running to an abandoned area to get away from a killer? But as he's chasing her through the hallways, we hear Angela reading like, oh, as I chased her, these hallways probably felt endless. That did not work for me in the scene. Just give me the chase scene. Like, don't give me that. I don't know. And you know what? It could also be because I'm the type of person that doesn't like narration in movies, so maybe that plays a part into why I didn't like it, but it did not work for me. It did not add any level of suspense or tension in the slide. It was useless for me. If there is something I can remove from the movie and it makes no difference in the movie, I kind of feel like you don't need it. And you remove her reading this story as we get the chase scene. It didn't add anything. We didn't need it, but hey, that's just me. So, old girl gets killed. I wasn't very impressed with the kill. I didn't care for her. So we basically get like this blood splatter. Anytime folks get killed, I ain't like it, but whatever the hell. Now, one thing I will give the movie is the killer ain't just walk like the regular little slasher killers. Like, he was straight bucking, like running. I appreciated that. So yeah, that's some positive that I can give the movie. Yeah. Like the mass killer was running like he really wanted to kill these folks. Now, something that happens is we get quite a few friends that get killed off and we never get any bodies. There are never any bodies. Where the hell we put these bodies, child, is unbeknownst to me. Whatever the hell. Now, what we decide to do is, well, we're all friends, right? We're real friends. It can't be one of us. We need to figure out who's the biggest horror fan at the school. So we'll go to the library and see who checks out all the horror books. That's the suspects. So we're all at the library. The fake ass Ron Felipe character and his girlfriend, they dip out to go hook up, whatever, child. So we literally get a scene where it looks like we've been at the table in the library for hours looking at like the biggest horror fan, because Angela looking on social media. We trying to find the biggest horror fans in the school. But then all of a sudden the library girl comes over with a list naming the students that check out the most horror books, and it's the friend group. Wait, so what the hell we been sitting here doing if we ain't already got the list of students? Whose social media was Angela looking? Y'all, I don't know what happened with this scene. They literally give us a scene where it looks like we have been sitting here for hours in the library. Angela looking online at somebody's social, like, what the hell were we doing? To then have the library girl, she's in the friend group, but she works in the library, to then have her come in with a list of students that check out the most horror books and are the biggest horror fans in the school. Huh? What was we doing? Huh? Anyway, so all of us that are already friends, already in the book club, we are the top people in the school that check out all the horror books and are the biggest horror fans. So Angela is texting her boyfriend. I forget why the hell she had to walk off to text him, but she walks away from the group at the table and goes off somewhere secluded in the damn library, child. I can't remember the rhyme or reason for why she walks off by herself. But as she is in this little secluded part of the library, the clown pops up and chases her. Now, baby, it's still just a library. Why, if she screamed that all the friends not coming, ain't nobody help, whatever the hell, but the clown is chasing her, and nothing to really write home about with this little chase scene. Now, the clown is chasing her through like the rows at the library. She runs off in this other area, bumps into her boyfriend. 0.5 seconds after she bumps into him, he drops a clown mask. If you don't get the hell out of here. So then all her friends come running in. What the hell was y'all during the whole chase? Whatever the hell. So, of course, everybody turn on the boyfriend, feel like it's him. Y'all, I know it wasn't a boyfriend. I called who the killer was off rip. Sebastian, the boy that act like he in love and obsessed with Angela. I called that off rip. So then we have a scene where we in the club, the same club where Nando, the boyfriend who we think is the masked clown person, works at, and fake ass Ryan Felipe, Walmart brand Ryan Felipe character, is acting all tough guy. Make us some gin and tonic, you clown. Okay, bro. Like, it was so lame. But Nando is yelling in a crowded club over music about the clown prank. Why do we keep talking loudly in crowded spaces about a prank that's supposed to be a secret? Okay, whatever. So the Walmart brand Ryan Felipe character, who is so annoying and like I'm not scared of him, he walks outside by himself to like snort cocaine. Okay. And the killer pops up. And he just acting all, oh, hey, clown, what's up? You know, he a tough guy. So at this moment, we get another chapter of the story. And it's about the fake ass bargain brand, Winn-Dixie brand, fake ass Ryan Felipe character getting killed. And he's able to like punch the clown in the chest, stomach, something, child. He hit the clown kills over, but the clown is able to damn kill him. And this is more of that blood splatter I said I didn't care for. First of all, some of the blood looked kind of fake. And I didn't like the way the blood splattered. My unprofessional eye, it looked like CGI blood. But I also just didn't like the feel of these kills and how it was done with the blood splatter. It reminded me, it was very like comic book type blood splatter. You know those movies that like look like comic bookish, like 300? That's what this blood splatter was giving me, and it just wasn't working for me. Now, we end up where one person in the friend group in the book club is a influencer, and he puts a video up online about the killer clown story and who's going to die next, because in the story, they don't use the names of the folks in the friend group. They say like the heroine, the influencer, the brat, the geek, something. Like everybody got a little title. So the influencer kid is on his little social media talking about who y'all think should get killed next. I'm gonna say the heroine. So while the influencer is sitting at a table with people in a crowded room, Nando runs up on him. Now everyone has it out for Angela. Again. Why are we talking loud about something that's supposed to be a secret in front of people? The only thing folks online know with the story is the heroine. And now you coming in talking about now everyone has it out for Angela. Now, if I'm a random person sitting here hearing this, so Angela is the heroine? Like, y'all, it just didn't make any sense to me. It did. This is the dumbest group of people that's supposed to be keeping a secret that I done ever seen in my life. I have never in my life yelled in crowded spaces about something that's supposed to be secret. But whatever the hell, what do I know? Angela and Sebastian get together. And Angela think her boyfriend the killer, so they ain't break up, but she think he the killer, so we kind of on the outs. And I gotta put that in there. Angela and Sebastian get together, and Sebastian is talking about the killer clown account that's posting a story, follows one other person, which is this person named Alicia. And that's when we discover that Angela met this Alicia girl online, and she was the girl's best online friend, and she wanted to be a writer so bad, but she had no ideas. Okay, girl. Like, how you a writer with no imagination and no ideas? But whatever the hell, that's a fake ass writer, but okay. So she ends up taking the Alicia girl's life story to write the one book she done ever wrote in her whole entire life. Again, I don't know what kind of fake ass writer this is, but okay, you steal someone's life story. That's the only story you're ever able to write in your life, but baby, you want to be a writer, but okay. So that's when we are able to connect. That scene we saw at the top of the movie was Alicia and her mom. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I bust out laughing at the villain origin story. So apparently, Alicia's mom would force her to read and write. And if she stopped, the mom would beat her. Okay, like, y'all, this is is it just me? This feels so comical. This is the dumbest, like, a horror origin story. Wait, okay, so you had to read and write, and that turned you evil? Your mom was insane, and if you didn't read and write, she would beat you? Okay, girl, like, am I tripping? Like, that kind of sound like my childhood without the beating. I was reading and writing all the time. My mom used to take me to the library. I had to read. My mama was very big on instilling reading. Do people not still try to give their kids reading and comprehension and like literary skills? Like, y'all, this was just so weird. When I think of all the little horror stories and horror villain stories, baby, you had to read and write, and if you didn't, your mom would beat you. Okay, like, y'all, is it me? Like, this sounds so comical. I'm just like, oh, that's what it was. Like, okay, no judgment. So the second, like I said, I already felt like Sebastian was the killer. But the second they piece this story together and say that Alicia went crazy because the fake ass writer Angela stole her life story and wrote about it, so she killed her mom and killed herself. I'm saying, like, well, how you know the Alicia girl dead? Now, did I suspect there was more than one killer and Alicia was one of them? No, honestly, I didn't say that. I felt like Sebastian the killer, but I did feel like, how the hell we know the Alicia girl is even dead? So, like I said, the Sebastian kid got a crush on Angela, obsessed with her. He go to try to kiss her. She pulled away, talking about, I can't think straight. And then she started kissing him. So you could think straight now? Like, I'm so confused. He tried to kiss you. You say, I can't think straight. Then you kiss him 0.1 second later. Bitch, can you think straight or not? Like, okay. Like, whatever. Y'all, Angela had sex with Sebastian. You and your boyfriend ain't break up. The second, now I already felt like he was the killer, the mass killer. The second they have sex, since they stealing from all the other slashers before them, I said, oh yeah, it's him. She done had sex with him. It's him. He's the fake ass Billy Loomis character. It's him. Now, I didn't like how they did this scene. I didn't like how they did a lot of scenes, but I'm going to point out the ones that was just like, ugh. So, while Angela hooking up with Sebastian, we see Nando get a message from the killer clown that he about to do something to Angela. It's an obvious trap, but whatever the hell. So Nando got something on his phone, the clown saying to give the location, and he following it. He walking through this hallway, and I swear to God, there could have been signs plastered in the hallway saying this way to trap, and Nando would have still went to the damn trap. This was so stupid. But y'all, why are they speaking Spanish but texting in English? That confused me. But whatever the hell. So Nando gets to this room where it's like these bodies under this white sheet or whatever. And of course the killer clown pops out. And this irked me so bad, but honestly, it's not just this movie. This irks me with a lot of slashers. Why the hell Nando ain't got no weapon? Someone is stalking us and killing us. Why the hell are we walking around unprotected? But whatever the hell, every slasher does that. So they get into a fight. Nando is able to knock the clown down. The clown is on the ground, seemingly knocked out, with the weapon right by their hand. Nando goes to lean over the clown to try to take the mask off. Any idiot knows to kick the weapon away before bending down to remove the mask. Of course, The clown picks up his weapon, gets Nando. Now, as we're getting the scene, this is what I said I don't like about the scene. What I was referring to. As we're getting the scene of Nando and the clown, we're also getting a sex scene with Angela and Sebastian. First of all, I don't want to see these pale ass, skinny ass people having sex. Whatever, that's just me. No disrespect to all the pale ass people. It was giving me ick. It really was. I was But they meshed the scenes together where Angela like climaxes as Nando gets seemingly killed. It was so weird. Was it me? Was it me? Y'all, was it me? Look, it ain't work. It ain't work. It ain't work. It didn't work for me. It felt very odd. It felt weird. Let me focus on the kill, or like I don't want that intertwined. I don't know. It just it didn't do it for me. It didn't work. I didn't like it. And also, I have literally no reasons to like Angela already, but now she's cheating on her boyfriend. What exactly am I supposed to feel for the Angela character? Like what exactly did the filmmakers or writer intend to elicit from the audience with Angela? I'm very confused. She's not a good person. She's not a good character. She's not interesting. She has no personality. She got ugly ass hair. She's annoying. What exactly do y'all want me to feel for this girl? Now, soon as Sebastian and Angela finish hooking up, there's a ding on the phone because we got another chapter to the story. Now, obviously, when this happens, I know good and damn well Sebastian is the killer. But obviously, he can't be having sex with Angela and attacking the boyfriend. So I'm like, yeah, Alicia not dead. Alicia not dead. Somehow, her and Sebastian is together and they the ones doing all this. This is the moment that I felt that. Because obviously, you cannot tell me Sebastian. I knew good and damn well Sebastian was the killer. But like I said, he obviously can't be in both places at once. So obviously, there's another killer. But the boyfriend is not dead. He was just hit over the head. Look, y'all, we know he ain't Billy Loomis. Stop trying to make him look suspect. Because it's like, oh, like you just got this little superficial wound and everybody else got killed. Child, I knew good and damn well that peroxide bleached head behind little boy was not the killer. Now, we end up having an influencer. Which, y'all, what the hell was this kid doing? What was the character motivation for... Why the hell was he even talking about the damn killer clown and story and crap on his little... Whatever the hell. And it can't be for followers, because I could have sworn he said he got, like, a huge following. 11,000, 100,000. I don't know, child, something, but all this just ain't made no sense. And why the hell the fake ass... Look, whatever. So the influencer guy gets on his social media. None of this made any sense to me as to his character motivation or anything that was happening. Why this dumbass influencer guy was talking about the killer clown story that is literally the story of you and your friends secretly killing a damn professor. Why he talking about that on his social media is beyond me. For followers, whatever the hell. Like, child, get the hell out of here. So the influencer friend gets on his social media talking about, hey, the killer clown, he gonna be at this book fair thing and he's gonna have a booth and he's gonna be whatever the hell. The killer gonna be at the book fair at X booth and he want everybody to come dressed as the killer clown. So of course Angela and all the friends go to the little fair because they trying to find a damn killer child. But of course the influencer friend lied. And the booth has some other random author there, but it's a ton of people walking around in the clown outfit. And we get a little ding on the phone where the killer clown is recording us, sending us the video. So now, very Scream 2 like, we finna run around hitting up anybody that got a damn cell phone. Y'all, I watched the movie so you didn't have to suffer, okay? Like, spare yourselves. So we running through the crowd trying to find who the hell got the damn phone. So one of the girls literally knocked the phone out some girl hand, break the girl phone. So the cops come over, and one of the guys was over there. I think, was it Nando or Sebastian? I don't know, child. Somebody was there. But, oh yeah, and I forgot to say, what they try to do is, all the friends come together, and they're like, whoever ain't here must be the killer, and X person ain't here. I think it was the influencer. So, that must be the person. Y'all, this was so stupid. Because, obviously, we all finna scatter. So, just because I'm at the meetup don't mean I ain't the killer. But whatever the hell. So, we all scatter. We break old girl phone. So, the girl, she run and take off when the cops come. And the boy trying to sit there and tell the cops, like, hey, I ain't break the phone. I mean, I'll pay for it, but I didn't break it. So, old girl runs to this building that's empty, and she, like, breaks something to climb into the building. The cop leaves, and the girl is in the building, and somehow the clown is there. How the hell the clown knew to be in that building? How the hell the clown got in the building? Whatever the hell, it don't even matter. So he goes to chase after the girl. He's seeing a video. Angela see her friend getting attacked by the clown, so she run over to the building, and Angela goes up to the doors, which are locked, and like I said, when the clown be trying to kill you, he runs super fast, so he is literally on this girl's heels. She runs to the door. She sees Angela. Doors are locked. This ain't make no damn sense to me. The clown is literally hot on your heels. First of all, why do you not just exit the same way you entered? But anyway, she goes to the door with the clown hot on her heels. Door is locked. Why is my back still towards where the clown was literally just right behind me, and I'm just at the door just doing this? Bitch, the door is locked. The clown is right behind you. Keep running. No, clown comes up behind her and kills her. Of course. So, yeah, she dead. Now, it's another girl left. The Nando guy, Angela, we get back to the crowd. The influencer guy is in a clown suit. He dead. Somebody done slit his throat. And as he comes towards us and we see he dead, another girl that's in a friend group comes over, and along with the clown mask and outfit, the clown carries this certain weapon. She holding it in her hand. So now everybody suspect her. So she killed the influencer guy with that clean ass weapon. Really, y'all? Like, that don't make no sense. She tries to say, I found this or something, but they ain't listening. So she runs off. Some reason, Angela faints. Why she faints, who the hell knows? Maybe she dehydrated, child. I don't have a clue. She also be hallucinating seeing the clown when the clown ain't even damn there. Why? Whatever the hell. So she wakes up in the ambulance. Nando is there, and she's all like, I have to end this now. No one else dies because of me. So she goes to run off to find her friend. Nando don't go. But of course, when she goes to find her friend, the girl is dead. Duh. Angela ends up where she goes into the room, and Sebastian is sitting in a chair tied up. And she runs over to try and help him and untie him. And that's when Nando walks in. And Sebastian is like, it's him. He's the clown. He took me here. He did this to me. Kill him, Angela. Kill him. And it's this whole, no, it's him. He's obsessed with you. No, it's Nando. Kill him. No, it's him. Good goddamn, we know it's the nigga you had sex with. Duh. It's not Nando. But this dumbass girl. Now, this ain't make no sense to me. For about 4 or 5 seconds before Nando walked in, Angela was touching the rope. She was trying to get Sebastian untied. Now, as Nando is in here and Sebastian is sitting in the chair talking about, you love me, I love you, that's why we made love, taking Nando by surprise because this is his girlfriend. When I tell y'all, Sebastian just easily just gets up, pushes the rope off of him. So, girl, when you was trying to untie him, you didn't realize the rope was just loose. Whatever the hell. So, of course, Sebastian goes over, takes the weapon, stabs Nando in the gut. This girl got to be okay, whatever. This was just all this whole setup for the whole who can I trust? Who is it? Who did is it you? Is it you? It's just so stupid. Because everything is so glaringly obvious. And not even glaringly obvious, but still executed in a good way, because it was very glaringly obvious in Scream that Billy and Stu was the killers. But the way they executed it and the way the characters were, the dialogue, like it still worked. But so that's why I'm like, it can be where I can predict something or the killer is obvious, but what about the execution? So now it's just the boyfriend on the ground, presumably dead. It's just Sebastian and Angela. And of course, why? No, it can't be you. Oh, I hate when the killer has to tell out his motive. But hey, I'll go give my speech. That's exactly what the guy says. And he fell in love with Alicia online. And when she was betrayed by Angela, who stole her life story to make it her book, jumped off the deep end, wanted to kill herself. She wanted to die and wanted to kill her mom. But obviously, we're still thinking Alicia ain't dead. But anyway, so he puts his back to her. He's walking around talking. And Angela pulls from her pocket the little old school pen her boyfriend gifted her. So the boyfriend you suspect of being the killer, you walking around with his gift in your pocket? And what young person walks around carrying a pen? But whatever the hell. So he goes back over to her. He's in her face talking. And she takes the pen and stabs Sebastian like through his chin, through his mouth. Now, I did enjoy him getting stabbed in the mouth, but I feel like I've seen that in a movie before. Like, I feel like it wasn't a pen, but I saw someone stabbed that exact same way in a movie. And since this movie has copied every other movie, I'm pretty sure I just couldn't think of it. So Angela goes running, and she runs into another masked clown. Of course, we got two killers just like Scream. The clown takes the mask off. It's the girl from the friend group, Virginia. The one who I said was in the library when the old girl was supposed to make sure nobody was in the library. Come to find out, she's Alicia. So we also stole from the movie Urban Legend, where you did something to somebody and I become your friend even though I'm the killer and I'm out for revenge against you. Whatever the hell. So Alicia and Sebastian are in love. They're together, but Alicia don't care her boyfriend has sex with Angela. Whatever the hell. So we in the hallway, both killers confronting Angela, and that's when Nando pops up in the background. So Nando got stabbed. And he goes looking for his cheating ass girlfriend to save her from a killer, but he has no weapon. He's walking through this place with a killer with no weapon after being damn stabbed. So they're talking about the book they're going to write and how they had this all planned out, and Sebastian sent the email to the professor to kick this all off. And I'm literally sitting here like, girl, why was you never thinking about the damn email the professor was talking about? But whatever the hell. So Angela goes to say, well, you forgot one thing. You made one mistake. The boyfriend, he's not dead. So Nando picks up this little sculpture piece and knocks Sebastian over the balcony. And I feel like this is the same exact balcony where the professor died, and Sebastian falls. He gets tossed over, falls, and like stabs through this sculpture at the bottom. And I actually enjoyed Sebastian's death. That might be the only death scene that I actually like enjoyed. But this ain't make no sense. Nando comes over to two killers, knocks one killer over the rail. Y'all, it is literally Nando, the second killer, and Angela all standing next to each other looking over the balcony. Yo, that's the killer doing? It just made no sense in the slightest. I feel like Angela from Jersey Shore. Like, hello. This was... I did not need to look over the balcony next to you done knocked the nigga off the balcony. Obviously, we done got rid of him. Let's focus on the other killer. No, we just all looking over the balcony next to the killer. La-di-da-di-da. So, of course, now Alicia mad. She takes her weapon, swipes at Nando, and chases after Angela. Now, we end up in, I don't know what the hell that was, child, but apparently there's some area of the school that's like a damn fire hazard with all this electricity and wires out buzzing and sparkling. And Angela is hiding. Alicia is talking and looking for her like, girl, we already wrote the ending and you died. That's literally what she says. So Angela like knocks some liquid over. I guess it's a flammable liquid. So she pulls at this thing. Electricity sparks. Alicia lights on fire. And I ain't never seen nobody burn alive like this. And you know how you be moving, you caught on fire, you in pain, you burn. No, Alicia just stands there like she screams, but she just stands there and she's being lit on fire. Like, girl, why you not moving? Like, who just stands still? Like, she wasn't, you supposed to be flopping around like a fish out of water, but whatever the hell. So that's when Angela's like, the end. And the movie fades to black. Honestly, that should have just been the end of the damn movie. End it right there. But no, we had to say a year later. We ain't need a year later. But Angela's still with Nando a year later. He looks much better without that ugly peroxide bleached hair. So Nando is still with Angela. He has forgiven her for cheating on him and forgiven her for accusing him of being a murderer. Now, we're outside. It's a bunch of people. Nando walks off. This was very odd to me. Alicia is standing outside in this courtyard with all these people. She looks at something. The camera pans. It's the clown. The camera pans. Oops. Hit my mic. The camera pans back to Alicia. And she's turning around in a circle, looking around, and then comes back and looks at the clown. Wait, huh? Why am I standing in a crowd? I see the killer clown. I wait for the crowd to dissipate, and now I'm out here alone with the damn clown. Y'all, I don't understand what the hell that was. Like, what was this scene? Why did we see Angela look at the clown? We see Angela looking, terrified, frightened, shocked. Camera pans. We see clown. Camera pans back. And Angela's just twirling around in a circle, looking around. And then she stops and sees the clown. What? Clown removes mask. It's Alicia. And she runs over to attack Angela. And I want to say it was Freddy Krueger Alicia. Was she burned? I honestly can't remember. And I feel like that ending was so lame. I really wish they would have just ended it when Angela said the end and it faded to black. Like, just end it right there. We ain't need a year later. We didn't need the girl pop. Whatever the hell, child. What do I know? I feel like these were the most useless, corny, uninteresting, obnoxious characters. And I feel like it's not like we have groundbreaking characters in slasher movies. The friend group in that Friday the 13th, what was that, from 2008 or 2007, somewhere around that time? I couldn't stand them people. They got on my last goddamn nerves. But this group, they were just so corny and useless and obnoxious. Like, I could not stand these characters. I don't want to live in a world with humans like these. A dull, lifeless, unoriginal script, terrible dialogue, bargain brand, Walmart brand, wannabe Scream, wannabe I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's pretty much I Know What You Wrote Last Summer. The acting was horrific. This was the worst main girl in a horror I have ever seen in my life, and I done seen some bad ones. I feel like Claire from Wish Upon is my number one most hated and annoying protagonist I have ever seen in a horror. And there are some bad ones, but she is just the one that really sticks out in my mind. Angela done took the crown. This is the most predictable movie I've ever seen. The most forgettable movie I've ever seen. The movie isn't just bad, and it is capital B-A-D, bad. But the movie is annoying. Angela is annoying. Her friends are annoying. The transitions are annoying. The dialogue is annoying. The movie is just annoying. No tension, no suspenseful build up for the kills. You know what's gonna happen before it happens. I'm not really a fan of the clown mask and costume, but with better lore surrounding it, it could have elevated but just giving us that costume, no, it didn't do nothing for me. The plot twists are a joke, literally. I mean, you don't even have to be have seen, when you have seen as many movies as I have, there's just a certain formula movies have. But you don't even need that to be able to see all the twists coming in this movie. It is so obvious. Nothing interesting happens. Nothing memorable happens. The writer has the writer must be just like Angela. Like, you want to be a writer, but you literally have no imagination and no ideas. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I would have to give Killer Book Club a solid 2 out of 10. And I am honestly being generous. Honestly. I really can't think of much at all in this movie that I'm like, yeah, okay, that was, no, nothing. Y'all, this was pretty terrible. But let me know in the comments, how did you feel about Netflix's Killer Book Club? If you didn't watch it and you just saw me give the spoiler review, child, you are better off than me. Because I literally wish I would not have wasted my life on this movie. This was so terrible. Why did I even finish it? Because y'all know I be notorious for cutting the movie on and cutting it off. Why did I even finish it? I don't even know. Maybe because I was too lazy to reach the remote. And the only reason I saw it again this morning was because I couldn't recap it if I couldn't damn remember the movie. So I had to watch it again because I was like, literally, I was trying to think. And I was like, wait, what did they? I could not remember. So I had to see it again this morning so that I could come recap it. And I didn't even really sit through it. I kind of fast forwarded in some parts because I was like, child, I can't. But thank you so much for supporting the channel. And make sure that you guys check out my memberships tab to see all of the tiers and everything that I am now offering for members. We are doing exclusive content over there. You will also get some of the public videos earlier than everyone else. So make sure you check that out. I truly, truly appreciate you guys supporting my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.